Okay, we've got all of the strands of our t-shirt beaded and we're ready for finishing touches. We're gonna just tie off each one of our strands, and I like to use a square knot. It's really easy to do. You're gonna hold one side in your left hand and one side in your right hand. You're going to tie left over right, and then you're gonna take the tails and do the opposite. Tie right over left and pull. So you have a nice knot right there. Okay, and we're almost finishing tying off our necklaces. Now we have 5 beaded strands. You can already see this really starting to come together. And we're gonna go through and just clip off the tails of our knots a little bit. You don't wanna get too close because you don't want the knot to come undone. Just close enough to reduce bulk. And now we want to go ahead and make the finishing touches to our necklace. You can just take your beaded strands and set them aside for a moment and go ahead and grab the remnants of the t-shirts you cut up. We're going to go ahead and cut one more strand. This strand can be a little bit thicker than the other ones you cut. You can just eyeball, we'll say about 1 inch. Cut all the way down. And go ahead and put your t-shirt aside. And then we're going to do the same thing we did earlier. We're gonna pull on our t-shirt, kind of stretch it out a little bit, get those sides to curl in. And then what we wanna do is just cut open our loop. So we're gonna use this to connect our 5 strands and to hide the knots that we made on all 5 necklaces. This is also going to make our connection point up at the top very strong. So you'll start by just taking the strand that we cut, start about 1/2 inch away from the knots that you made on the strands with the beads, and start wrapping around all 5 strands. Keep a tail on one end about 2 inches long. You can kind of pull it and stretch it so it's a little bit longer. And you just want to tightly wrap around all of your strands of beads. And you want to wrap about, again, 1/2 inch away from the last knot that you made on the beaded strands. Once you get to about 1/2 inch away from your last knot on the beaded strands, you want to go ahead and start wrapping back in the other direction. So you're going to keep going, but you're going to double over on what you've already done. Okay, so we've come to the end. We have the strand that we've been using to finish, and we have our beginning point strand, which we left hanging. We're just gonna tie another square knot. And trim off the ends. And there you have it, our no-sew necklace. It's a great way to use recycled t-shirts for a very inexpensive accessory.